I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm alive. So those carrying the rumor of Apostle Chibuzor, better you repent and ask God for forgiveness.
Following the lynching, stoning, and eventually burning to death of 200-level home economics students of Sheikh Shagari College of Education, Deborah Samuel, by her classmates over alleged blasphemy in Sokoto State in northwestern part of Nigeria. There has been lots of reactions as regards this, and a lot of people have queried the reason behind her death. Why should people fight for their God and not leave him to fight the battle himself? And one of the people that was touched by this incident is Pastor Chibuzor Gift of Omega Power Ministries in Port Harcourt. He promised to relocate the parents to Port Harcourt and also settle them, and finally he eventually did it. He gave the parents 14 flats, gave scholarship to all her siblings, and the most senior he'll be sponsoring abroad for his studies.
The transfer deeds have been transferred to Deborah. This is 14 flats here. So you rent it. Even tenants have started coming. Access to rent. I mean, together was here access for rent. So you collect the rent. It's not your own. So you are now a landlord. Landlord and landlady. Power. I hand over. See, tell us the thing. Look at this. I've signed. So give me Bible. Go and Bible.
Wow, this really looks so surreal and unbelievable. I can't imagine that a pastor giving people that are not even members of his church 14 flat mini estates just because of the incident that befell them. We thank Apostle Chibuzor of Omega Power Ministries for all he does. So these people are now landlords and can collect house rent according to him from tenants. And this is only part 1. Like he said, there is still part 2. This is so nice to watch. I thank God for using Apostle Chibuzor of Omega Power Ministries to visit this family in time of need, to console them and to make them still realize that God answers prayers. Somebody giving you 14 flats, what are you going to do with the rent? They're already made for life. This kind of gesture is not very common among Nigerian churches. Most often, if you're not their member, they're not extending any help to you. Even people who are members that are not in good financial standing sometimes don't even get as much help as they want. So this has still shown that there are some churches that still reach out to non-members so long as they are in difficulty and they are aware of it. Not like those greedy ones that are only after their pockets. They don't look out for people who are not part of their congregation. Once you're not their financial member, you don't get any assistance from them. No matter what you're passing through, they don't care. And anything happens to you, you're on your own, nobody cares. This man has shown true Christianity. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's not easy seeing pastor that has a heart of gold, that wants to reach out to people. This kind of a person needs to be encouraged. This kind of man needs to be applauded. The Bible made it clear that when you reach out to poor and the less privileged, that's when you get the blessings of the God. Anything you do for the least of my brothers, that is what you do unto me. So you just imagine where they were coming from. This family, they live in Niger State and now they've changed to Port Harcourt. So this is the new house given to them and this is the signing of the documents. The good thing about the gift that he gave them is that he has papers to back them up. At each point, they sign papers, and it's not all about giving them money, it's all about settling them so that they'll be able to fend for themselves. Just check out the old building they were in Niger State and the one they are going to be in Port Harcourt. The difference is like night and day, very clear, except you want to lie to yourself. I hope the relationship continues, that nothing evil comes between them, that the man will continue with the good work he has been doing. This is not the first time he's doing it. There was a lady that used to prostitute. When his evangelism group went to meet the lady, they discussed with her. She eventually dropped the prostitution, and after she got herself a husband, during her marriage, the pastor also gifted her 13 blocks of flats. So Apostle Chibuzor presented these mini flats to her as wedding gift. He is heavily into philanthropy and he's fond of giving scholarship to young boys. There were these two boys that used to be security at Chicken Republic. They were sacked because they were dancing while on duty. He eventually sent them also to Cyprus to continue with their studies. Based on situation on ground, it seems that this lady Deborah laid her life for her family to move on, in as much as I don't wish anybody that kind of tragic end, but it's like her death brought something good to her family. Otherwise, if not for her death, nobody will know her family is in the cause of this problem, this issue, that everybody started reacting. Pastor Chibuzor also bought a Toyota Corolla car for the man, that is Deborah's father, so that he will use it for Uber, so that he'll be able to make some ends meet, to be able to raise money for himself and his family. It is really interesting what God is using this man of God to do in their lives. This is highly commendable. I hope other pastors will be able to emulate him. This is real Christianity at its peak, and it's very good, and this has gladdened my heart. It is very interesting to watch, and I hope other pastors will learn from what he's doing, so that you reach out to people as much as you can, and don't reach out to people because they are your members. Reach out to the needy so that they'll be able to experience the goodness of God among Christians. But I don't know why they don't think back, they don't reflect about what was stated in the Bible that says, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me." Matthew 25 verse 40. A couple of days ago, after donating the 14 mini flats to Deborah's parents, he was overwhelmed with stress and he broke down, and people started carrying rumor that he's late, that he has already gone to be with his maker. So he came out to debunk the story, and he said he's hell and hearty, that he was stressed, but thank God they've been able to resuscitate him.
Number one, what happened is this: I overstretched myself. I came in, I took some scholarship children to Cyprus. Then I also went to my students in Dubai, went to my students in Turkey. So I've been very, very occupied. Then as soon as I came back, the Deborah case came up. So I will be running around. I have to buy them that estate, arrange for them to come in. So when they came in, handed the house over to them, handed the vehicle onto to them, then took them to dinner in Golden Tulip. Finished very, very late. In fact, I reached home around 1 a.m. I slept around 3 a.m. In the morning again, we started again, and I took them to the OPM free hospital for them to run medical check to make sure that they are physically fit and nothing is wrong with them. So that was what happened. On the process of them going through their medical checks, that was when the stress entered into me, and I fell down and I passed out. So as soon as I passed out, then I saw myself walking in a very long line, very, very long line. So I was walking, the place was shining. Then I saw about, they up to 1 million children, and all of them were shouting, "Go back, go back, go back." I was still coming. They said, "Go back, go back, go back, go back." So as they were shouting, "Go back," suddenly I felt something like rain dropping on me. So when I looked up like this.
So guys, I'll call it a day. Let me know what you think about this. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.